Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am excited about today's video because I have a few new products that I picked up at the store that are new to me that I am super excited to try out. I found an eyeshadow palette. I have a liquid blush that I'm excited to try. And I also have a couple lip products that we are going to try out as well. So I hope you guys will stick around while I get ready and try out some new products to me. I don't know that any of these products are necessarily new to the market or how new they are, but they are ones that I just found and looked interesting and wanted to try out. So please stick around, and also please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And let's just go ahead and get started. If you happen to hear any rumbling noises, I've got my dog in the background sleeping again and snoring again like crazy. I guess my videos put him to sleep. But to prime today, I'm going to use this one from Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Primerizer, and this is just a little travel size that I bought just to test out. Here is what it looks like, and I actually really like this primer. It's very hydrating, and it gives a nice glow to the skin. Now I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible Freshware Foundation. And I have mine in the shade 435 Rose Vanilla. I'm just going to just squirt some of that on my face, and then I'm going to go in and blend that out. So today has already been a day for me, and it's barely even 1 o'clock. So I needed to go to Target this morning. So I dropped the 2 older kids off at school, and anytime I have to go to the store with the littlest one in particular, it's always a struggle, and today unfortunately was no different. He is really hard to take to the store. He doesn't want to sit in the cart. He wants to pull everything off the shelves. He wants to run around and have me chase him, which I'm not into at all. And I know there are so many of you parents out there that can relate to this, but if I have to go to the store without my husband and take the kids, it's almost not even worth it. As sad as that sounds, it's more work and hassle than it is worth. So please let me know in the comments if you can relate to that. Oh, I just love this foundation. It's so good. Okay, before I continue with my story, I'm going to use some of this Nars Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. And I'm just going to throw a little bit on the areas where I have darkness under my eyes. And just try to cancel that out. And I really like this for that purpose. I'm just going to take my finger and pat that out. Okay, so I'm at Target with my 2-year-old, and I was just browsing one of the aisles, and he found something he found very entertaining. So I was just letting him do his thing while I was browsing. Look how good that cancels out. I'm going to throw on some Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer now. So he was just doing his thing, and when it came time where I needed to switch aisles, he decided to throw a major tantrum, and he decided it would be funny to run away from me and have me chase him through the aisles, which was also not fun for me. Then once I caught up to him, I grabbed him and picked him up, and he then proceeded to start hitting me in the face because he was mad. And it was really super embarrassing, actually. I really didn't know how to handle it. I put him in the cart. He was throwing a fit. He was trying to get out. He was throwing everything out of the cart. So I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to go pay for the things I have, and we are going to get the heck out of here. So I was truly so embarrassed at how he was acting, and I was trying to hold myself together because I didn't want to lose it. You know, I didn't want to get mad or start crying in front of everybody. People were staring at me. So we went and checked out. He's still throwing a huge tantrum. And then I finally get out of the store and get him in the car. And then I just had to call my husband and just vent to him for a minute because he was at work. I'm gonna go in with my trusty number 7 powder to set that. And let me know, is my child the only one that only responds to dad? Because he does not respond to me, and it's really frustrating. But as soon as dad is not happy about something, the kids will actually respond to that. So after I was calling and venting to my husband, I decided I wanted to stop and get some breakfast because I was starving. I had not had breakfast yet. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser to add some more shape back to the face. So I decided I was gonna stop at Gandolfo's and get a breakfast sandwich. So I did that. I stopped. And I ordered my food, and it took them forever to get my one sandwich out to me, which was fine. But when you're sitting in a car with a grumpy 2-year-old, I just was not in the mood. So they finally get my sandwich out to me, and I drive home, and I'm so excited to sit down and eat. And I opened the sandwich up, and they had given me the wrong one. And to say I was a little upset is kind of an understatement. And normally I probably would have just eaten it anyway because I had already unloaded the child and gotten out and was not wanting to get back in the car and do that all over again. But the things that were on that sandwich were things that I hate, of course. So I was like, well, I could pack the kid back in the car and drive back there and replace it now, or I can just wait until I have to go pick the other one up from preschool, which is like in an hour, and then I'll just drive back there and have them fix it for me. So I decided just to wait and take it back when I had to go pick the middle child up from preschool. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this new liquid blush that I have. This is from PACIFICA. This is the Cheek Cherry Cheek Stain in the shade Cherry Baby. I just have a tiny little bit on my finger. I'm just gonna take this and just start patting that out. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that color. So I'm on my way to pick up middle child Case from school, and I stop back at Gandolfo's and I pull up to the drive-thru, and he immediately looks at me and goes, "What did we do?" And I told him they had given me the wrong sandwich, and he apologized and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He goes, "Let me make you a new one real quick." And while I am waiting for that, he opens the drive-thru window and looks at me and goes, "Are you doing okay today?" And I just was like, awesome. He goes, "I noticed your eyes were a little bit red when you were in here earlier." And I was so embarrassed. I'm gonna throw on some liquid highlight. I just told him, I said, "Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for asking." I said, "I just have a difficult 2-year-old. So it was really nice that he had noticed that I was not having the greatest day so far and asked, but like I said, I was also really embarrassed that I had visible emotions on my face. So please let me know out there, all you parents, that I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. But kids are hard, and that's just the fact of it. But I'm really loving how my skin looks right now. Okay, I have this eyeshadow palette that I found when I was shopping at Ulta, and it was on sale and it looked really pretty. It's from the brand LA Girl, and it is their Get Feverish palette. First of all, it comes in a really nice case. It's like a hard plastic case, and it snaps, which is super nice. Like it clicks shut. And then it also has this huge mirror inside, which is awesome. Just ignore my messy desk here. But here's what the palette looks like, and I thought it looked really pretty. I already swatched some of, well, all of these shades actually, and they felt really buttery and really soft, and they were actually really pigmented. Now, for those of you that don't know the brand LA Girl, they are a really affordable, good brand. And I think I paid around like $8.50 for this palette because it was on sale. So I am really excited to try this out. Now, I know these are a lot of the same shades that I use in a lot of my videos, but these are the kind of shades I feel like complement my eyes really well. I really like the warm tones, the kind of pinky mauve-y tones, and then this has some really pretty shimmers in it too. So I think I'm actually going to start with this shade here. They don't have any names on the packaging, but this one looks really pretty. So I want to use this in and above the crease, just kind of as my transition shade. And like I said, as I was swatching these, oh wow, it is very pigmented. Ooh, but it feels really nice. And it's blending out really nice as well. Okay, so far I like this. So anyway, that's my story. That's how my day's going so far today. Makes me never want to go to the store ever again with children. I'm telling you, if you've had a situation like that where your kid is just throwing a full-on tantrum in the store, it is like so embarrassing. I just wanted to put something over my face and just get out of there as fast as I could. And these eyeshadows are blending out so nicely. I want to try out a different shade now. I want to try this little bit darker one here. I'm going to take this on a different blending brush. I don't see any fallout either from these shadows, which is nice. There is a lot of kickback in the pan when you dip your brush in, but I'm not seeing any fallout on my face, which is nice. I don't know, these shadows are almost reminding me of Natasha Denona eyeshadows, which are an expensive high-end brand, but have some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used. But these eyeshadows are kind of reminding me of those. I'm gonna try out some of the shimmers in the palette. I wanna start out with this shade here, which is really pretty. I'm taking it on a flat brush like this, and it's grabbing a lot of shadow, which is exciting. And I'm just gonna pack that on, kind of just the outer portion of the eye. With these shades, I'm trying to be careful just to really like pack that on rather than sweep, because I feel like this one's gonna have some fallout if I don't try to pack it on, which, yep, I can see just a tiny bit of fallout on this shade, but that's normal for these types of shades. I'm gonna try to use a couple more of the shimmers in the palette. I think I want to try this shade here, and I'm gonna focus that more just on the center of the eye just to see how that looks. And I'm just gonna focus this in the middle. And I actually want to try it with my finger. So I'm just taking some of that on my finger. I want to see how that looks. That looks really pretty. And then I want to grab one of the lighter shades for the inner part of the eye. And I think I'm going to go with this shade here. Again, I'm just going to take some of it on my finger and just press that on. All right, so far I really love this palette. I am kind of feeling like I need something a little bit extra on the eyes. I do this kind of look a lot and I want to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to take one of these glitter liquid shadows from E.L.F. And this one is in the shade Flirty Birdy. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to just create a line right in the crease with some glitter. And I'm going to use this little tiny angled brush here to do that. So I'm just going to take this and just dip this in. And I'm going to start on the inner part and just bring this through the crease. I love these liquid shadows because once they dry, they do not go anywhere. And they're so pretty. They just add some extra shimmer, which you guys know I'm a sucker for some glitter. This one I didn't do directly in the crease. Well, neither of them really, because my crease is covered because I have hooded eyes, so it would get swallowed if I did it directly in the crease. All right, now I'm getting really crazy and I feel like we need to add a wing to all this. I'm just gonna add some eyeliner with a wing. Felt like it was just missing a little something. Okay, and I'm gonna run some of this glitter just along the top of the wings here. Okay, well that escalated quickly. Not what I was planning on doing today, but I think it turned out okay. Like, it's kind of fun and shiny and glittery, so. I do really like this eyeshadow palette though. If you are in need of an affordable, really pretty eyeshadow palette that's easy to blend, this one is awesome. So definitely check this out. I'm gonna put some shadow on the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna go back in with this darker, this darker shade right here, just under the lower lashes. For eyeliner in the waterline, I'm going to use my NYX Epic Wear Liner in the shade Deepest Brown. I'm going to throw on some mascara. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Okay, we're back with some mascara on. I'm going to throw a little something in the brows, and I'm going to use my Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This one is in the shade Herb. And I'm first going to just brush through the brows, get them going the direction that I want them. And then I'm going to underline them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And then I'm just going to take this brow gel and I'm going to just start putting that in the brows. We're just going for an easy, kind of not too much work kind of brow day. Are the brows perfect? No. But that's kind of why I like these brow gels, is just to throw something in real quick and not really have to do too much. Kind of a messier brow. Okay, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm going to use this one from the brand Shades by SHAN. Here's what it looks like. This one also came to me through Ipsy 1 month. The blush I'm going to use is from the brand Sugar. This is the mini blush in the shade Peach Peak. That's kind of a tongue twister. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to run some on my nose. I'm going to put some highlighter on. I'm going to use one from IBY. Sorry, you can see that, IBY. This is the Radiant Glow highlighter in the shade Prosecco. Use a little bit of this just on the high points. Just on the nose. And I'm also going to use some of this to highlight the inner corners of the eye. And also under the brows so that we can look extra glowy today. All right, let me set that all with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is supposed to set and refresh. This one honestly is not my favorite. I feel like the spritzer on it is a little bit harsh and not so fine and smooth, like it's kind of patchy. Just noticed too, I apologize for any weird light that you see over here. I cracked my phone screen, not the actual screen, but like the screen protector. And I think it's kind of messing with the camera and the lighting. So sorry if that looks really weird over here. But now we are on to some more fun things to try. I'm going to go in with the lip products, but I'm going to first line my lips with the Milani Understatement lip liner. And this one is in the shade Nude Entrance. Okay, and I picked up this nude lipstick from Maybelline. This is the Ulta Matte Color Sensational Matte Lipstick. It is in the shade More Blush. And here is what it looks like. Really pretty. Let me see how this looks. That's really pretty. Feels really comfortable so far. Like I said, it is a matte lipstick, so I'm gonna let it dry down for just a minute. But even though it is matte, I still want to go in with some gloss because I have this new one from L'Oreal that I want to try out. All right, we have dried down on that lipstick. And it still feels really comfortable. It's not completely dried yet, so there still is like a little bit of transfer when I touch it. I'm gonna go in with the gloss right now anyway. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss Plump. Now this is supposed to be a plumping gloss, which I honestly don't really ever use plumping glosses, which I probably should because my top lip is really non-existent, but we're gonna put some of this on and see if it does anything. Smells kind of interesting. Doesn't smell bad, but it looks pretty though. I like the shade of that one. I didn't even tell you. This one is the shade Sheer Blossom. Just a really pretty pink. Here's what the wand looks like. I feel a little bit of something happening, but it doesn't feel like tingly like I think most plumping glosses are supposed to feel like. It just feels more cooling. I'll give it another minute and see if that gets any more intense, and we'll see if it does anything for the lips. All right, well, I gave it another couple minutes and it doesn't really feel like much other than just a cooling sensation. It's not painful or anything like that. And I don't know that it necessarily plumped my lips, if any. But it does feel nice on the lips, I will say that. And it does smell decent. So overall, I think it's a good gloss if you're looking for a plumping gloss. Probably not the one you'd want to necessarily go for, but for a really pretty just lip gloss, everyday lip gloss, I think it's really nice. All right, everyone, we are at the end of this video. I will say I started out with kind of a minimal look in mind, and here's where we ended up. Not so everyday anymore, but I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. I like the glitter. I like anything shiny on my face, so I can't complain. I really like the products that I tried out today that were new to me, And again, I highly recommend if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette to check this one out from LA Girl. And again, you can find them at Ulta, and I actually really love this palette and will get a lot of use out of this. The liquid blush and the lip products I also really liked as well, so I will definitely continue to use those too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you that stick around for my videos and hang out with me, and thanks for listening to my mom's stories. I hope you can, well, I shouldn't say I hope you can all relate, but maybe I do a little bit. I hope I'm not the only one out there that has struggles with children, but we love our kids. I love making these videos for you guys. Let me know if you have any recommendations for me, any videos you want me to film, any products you want me to try out. I would love to do that for you. And please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.